Everybody, please make some noise for Danny Fallon!
Yeah. All right, good to be here, huh? All right, some of you may have seen me here throughout the night. You're probably asking yourself, all right, what's going on back there? Starting good? They've been making a lot of noise. Have you guys noticed that? In the back right corner, they've been hooting and hollering. Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, listen, I mean, you're probably wondering, what was this guy doing here? And this is it. I did come to perform. That's the only reason I came, I'm gonna be honest. I'm different. I look a little different, huh? Let's start there. I think I am the only white person here, right? It's all right, I feel safe. I grew up in a black church. I'm okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be here. Yeah, I was supposed to be performing at the Golden Corral. I think my agent got it switched up. Yeah. I think they made a mistake. I don't think they should have hired me as the headliner, right? Like, that's a little weird. But all right, let's have some fun. You guys like music? Yeah. If I sing a song, would you guys finish it? Yeah. Let's try it, huh? We will. Rock you! All right. Hell yeah, very good. That's usually a white people favorite, but you guys are. What about this one? Na 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 na. Hey. Very good. We're all coming together as a community. Now, I know you guys all know the lyrics to this last one, all right? So everybody sing along, all right? If you don't know, now you know. Yeah. Not everyone said it. It's all right, I haven't earned that yet. I get it. I do that joke for white crowds, and sometimes someone will yell it out. That's a party foul, for sure. I can't say what they say. See, I wrote the joke so that wouldn't be my part to say. I don't want to say that word, you know? I'm not trying to. What was that guy from Seinfeld? Kramer? I don't want to have a Kramer incident here tonight, you know? I'm not going to ruin my career over that, you know? A little early for that. I like doing music, though. I like music. That was actually my first dream in life. I wanted to be a rock star. You guys remember having dreams? Before life kind of had its way with you? Yeah, I wanted to be a rock star. I grew up in Indiana, so I thought I had the formula down. I figured if I just own some instruments and do a shit ton of drugs, I'll definitely become a rock star, right? Turns out that just makes you a drug addict. So I sold the instruments to buy more drugs. Might as well double down on your strengths in life, you know? My parents tried to warn me. I was like, hey, Mom and Dad, I'm going to skip college, move out to Los Angeles, make it big with my garage band. My dad, he was a bit of a hard ass. He was like, son, if you want to do that, what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up strung out on drugs, sucking dick for crack. And I was like, I'm going to show you you're wrong. And then I moved out there and I was like, you're right. Game for the pay? Anyone else? Live a full life? Yeah. That's kind of that's a white person favorite right there. Homosexual acts for cash. Yep. You gotta live a full life. You gotta be experienced, you know? Now I know for sure I'm not gay, you know? Because I've been blown by a dude, so I didn't like it, you know? But how do you know if you've never tried it, you know? I didn't know I liked sushi until I tried sushi. It was actually, I'll actually tell you guys a story. I wasn't going to talk about this, but since everyone else has been so crass tonight, My first sexual experience ever in life was actually getting blown by my boss from Subway, who was a dude, for $70 and a couple Vicodin. It seemed worth it. It seemed worth it at the time. I got high for the day, but now I got PTSD. Now every time I get a blowjob in life, all I can think about is Subway, eat fresh. 6-inch, extra mayonnaise. You know what? All right. A lot of people are smoking weed. Oh, you guys took the weed down. What's going on there? The weed shut down? All right, I get it. The white guy gets on stage. We gotta shut down the weed operation. This guy's a fucking narc. I don't know. I used to like smoking weed. You guys like, make some noise if you like smoking weed, huh? I mean, I see you guys. Yeah. I like how all of you have been smoking weed all night, but made zero noise. Just constant blunts throughout the night. It's because you're too stoned. It's because the weed's good. You can't make any noise about it. I don't like weed, man. It makes me too paranoid. You know, anyone get paranoid on weed? Yeah. That's why I like other drugs. Other drugs will make you paranoid, but at least it's fun. Crystal meth makes you paranoid. But it's exciting. You get paranoid on meth, you're like, oh my God, the cops are coming. They're going to be here any second. They're going to come to that door. So you know what I should do? I should masturbate for 12 hours. That way, when the cops get here, I don't impregnate them. That's fun. That's a good time. I smoke weed, I have dark thoughts. Like, I'll just be sitting there trying to smoke weed, have a good time. Just like, dude, I would make it a shitty father. That's why I like drinking booze. Drinking booze, you're like, you know what? I'm going to become a father tonight. Not tonight. Yeah, that's probably true. No, you don't. All right, we're not going to fuck? Okay. Liz, you all right? You good? How you doing? Yeah, you were staring. You were scowling at me for a second, so. Okay, just making sure. Well, let's do some how you doing? Red hair? I like the red hair. I'm doing the crowd work thing where I talk to everyone so that everyone likes me again. Doing that whole thing. We're doing good. Anyone want to kill themselves? No? I know. I took it there. I'm actually working on my suicide letter.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, just a case. Just in case that moment ever comes, I don't want to be clogged up with paperwork. Because, you know, if you're going to take your own life, it's important to leave behind a letter, you know, a note, some piece of literature to ensure your family and friends that, in fact, it was their fault. Don't leave any mystery to it, you know. But it's tough, man. I'm an artist, so I want to nail my suicide letter. You know, that might be the only lasting piece of legacy I leave this world with. And that presents, you know, that presents complications because you cannot send your suicide letter to anyone for edits. Like, hey, does this capture my voice? Imagine if you had like executive producer at the end of your suicide letter. We're having fun. Anyone thirsty tonight? Anyone thirsty? Make some noise if you're thirsty, huh? Cheers. What are we drinking? What are you drinking? H2O. Okay. So that means you're smoking weed. All right. The stoners, they don't, you know, not getting cross-faded? What about ecstasy? Anyone here ever do ecstasy? No. Yeah? You think ecstasy is a good party drug? What do you guys ever do ecstasy? Only weed? All right, I'm the only one. Hey, y'all, what y'all doing? I'm trying to talk to you. Let me holler at you real quick. Does that work better? Is that better? I was going about it wrong. That's on me. I get it. Hey, let me holler at you real quick, huh? Let me talk to you. Do you think ecstasy is a good party drug? You're the one, you made some noise. Now you're getting shy. I don't know what's happening here. You never had ecstasy, so you were capping. All right. You were capping. She was capping.
Hey, we're using the word
using it wrong. Someone at this table made noise when I said, anyone done ecstasy?
Come on, bro.
Are you guys dating? You guys got some drama going on between you right now.
I'm his mother.
Is it mother? What's your relationship? You two? You don't know? They don't look like they know either. I'm gonna let y'all sort that out on your own. I always thought ecstasy was a good party drug, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. I always thought that ecstasy was a great party drug. Of course, no one else at my nephew's 4th birthday party thought so.
Oh my God.
I just showed up vibing. I was like, yeah, this Frozen soundtrack slaps, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and put my hands on the birthday cake. So blue and smooth. Having fun up here. We're doing good. Let's see what else is going on. I used to be a heroin addict. Anyone else here a heroin addict? They just like to make noise. Yeah, I used to be a heroin addict. That's I don't know if you guys heard, that's been kind of plaguing the white community. Chappelle talked about it in a special. And Sleepy. It's a pretty great drug. It will ruin your life. It will ruin your life. I got sober though. That's why I moved down to Florida. Came down here for rehab. Been sober now since October 6, 2014. Yeah. Yep, God is good. All the time. Yep, that's right. And all the time? That's right. Yeah, I've been, it's crazy though, like, I went to rehab to get my shit together. I went to rehab 3 times. And what I didn't know about going to rehab was that was going to qualify me to work at any other rehab.
Oh, wow.
Like, I started working in rehab, and my only qualification for working in rehab was just the fact that I went to rehab 3 times.
Wow.
Which made me realize rehab is a bit of a pyramid scheme. Because, like, I went to rehab, then I started working in rehab, helping other people get sober, so one day, maybe they can work in a rehab too. That dynamic doesn't exist in other medical fields. You're not leaving the psych ward for the 3rd time. They're like, you know what? You're pretty crazy. You want to start working here? We could really use your mind. Dude, at one point in my life, I wasn't even out of rehab, and I was working in a different rehab. I would ride my bicycle from my rehab where I slept to another rehab where I was in charge. That's insane. That would be like if a guy was on work release and he was a corrections officer at a different prison. Makes no sense. My dad's pretty crazy. My dad actually called me recently because he found out about microdosing. You guys ever heard about that? Microdosing? No. I guess it's like this new trend amongst like millennials and Gen Zers where they're taking like microscopic doses of LSD and magic mushrooms to treat their anxiety. So they don't have a panic attack when they make a TikTok. Guess community college was getting a little stressful, you know. When I was a young man, I preferred macrodosing, you know. That's where you take like 12 hits of LSD at your buddy JoJo's house. Next thing you know, you're naked in the CVS parking lot because you think you're Jesus Christ. But anyhow, my dad, he finds out about microdosing. He's like, Danny, I think I'm going to do microdosing. I said, wow, 360 from my childhood, but all right. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go buy Xanax off the street. I'm gonna crush it up, slip it in your mother's coffee for 2 weeks. That way, maybe she'll be a better person. I was like, Jesus Christ, Dad, that's not microdosing. That's the reason Bill Cosby was in jail. Yeah, I didn't really think that was gonna go over well here. But I tried. I'm an artist. I'm taking risks up here. So it's a good time to talk about the former wife of Muhammad Ali is here, right? Is that you? That's awesome. Give it up for her, huh? This is definitely the most famous person I've ever performed for, so pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Achievement unlocked. I want to tread lightly though. He might come back from the grave and kick my ass, you know what I mean? Too soon? Too soon. How long ago was it? Too soon, okay. All right, too soon. Well, I been trying to date. You guys, anyone in a relationship here tonight? Yeah. I got erectile dysfunction. Anyone else?
What is that?
Erectile dysfunction. My dick doesn't work. Yeah. I got a soft penis. Yeah. It's all right. They make pills for it. They make pills so that your dick can get hard. It's crazy. This is going to be kind of hard to contextualize since you guys don't know what erectile dysfunction is, but
We're young.
they think you're young. I was young too. That's why I was surprised. I caught it in my early 20s. Usually it's supposed to happen when you're like 50 or 60. Yeah. I caught it early. But I think it's because my dick has an old soul. Pretty wild. I used to take pills to get fucked up. Now I just take pills to get it up. Life is all about growth. So I feel like trying to find a girlfriend is kind of like shopping for a new car. Hear me out, right? Because, except for me, I got more like a used car budget. Being 5'10", ex-heroin addict, limp dick, I'm more in the used car budget zone. Because I'll find one, I'll be like, oh man, look at this. Perfect exterior. Great paint job. Then I get inside, I'm like, smells kind of weird here, huh? All right, time to move on to the next one. Not the best exterior on this one. It's got a few nicks, 2 scratches, but hey, it's got a certain rugged lovability to it. Sure, I could learn to love it. Then I check under the hood, I'm like, a lot of miles. A lot of miles in the car. Listen, I'm not judging the car for having a lot of miles. I'm just saying, based on prior experience, there could be some issues moving forward. Fluids might get lower more often. Might feel like I'm fucking the inside of a toilet paper roll. I don't know. Not sure. We call that some dry ass pussy. That's what we call that. I feel like I'm giving a TED talk. Like I feel like I'm saying words, but they're not reaching, you know? I know that I'm saying sentences that make sense, but based on the faces I'm seeing, don't feel like they're being understood. I'm sure we could find some common ground. I-95, right? Make some noise if you've ever driven on I-95, huh? What a wild highway, right? What a wild highway. You do. The other day I was on I-95, I was in the far left lane, and some dude had his left turn signal on. I was like, oh boy, he's gonna do it. I think that's the only time someone uses their turn signal down here. Is when they're trying to alert you that they're about to smash into the side of I-95.
Who's your favorite football team?
My favorite football team? Does it look like I watch football? Does anything I've said tonight give you the idea that I would be a football person? Really? Baseball, that's more my speed, yeah. I'm not really a sports guy, you know. I wish I was into baseball. That's a much when you go to swing a bat, no one looks at you and says, I don't get it, you know. No, the only sport I'm into is paintball. I'm a paintball player. I'm not a big video games. I read books. There's a big reading crowd. Anyone read books?
What's your favorite book?
Infinite Jest. Snowboarding, I did it when I was younger, yeah. David Foster Wallace. He killed himself. Yeah. All right, any other questions? I like this. I like the questions part. What questions do we have? Any more questions?
What's your view on Braxton?
Braxton? What was that? Is that the white guy that went to the rally or something? Who's Braxton?
No, it's an English policy.
Anybody else? Anybody else know what the fuck he's talking about?
Brax 6.
Brax 6? I don't know anything about that shit. I'm gonna be honest. It's good? Alright. I live in the United States of America, sir. I don't even follow politics in this country, you know? My favorite band? That's tough. Maybe Rolling Stones, they're up there, but they're not my favorite. This is just a hand-me-down t-shirt. for my cousin. He believes the earth is flat, so he had to get rid of the Rolling Stones t-shirt, you know. Because stones don't roll if the earth is flat, you know. Probably Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is definitely up there. What's up? Def Leppard, great band, yeah. Metallica, Fade to Black. The Who, great band. What about Led Zeppelin, great band. You guys gonna ask me my favorite rapper? Do you think I don't listen to rap? Tupac. Tupac Shakur, yep. Speaking of Tupac, let me talk to you. Tupac has a song.
What's your favorite song?
Life Goes On. Life Goes On. Here's a Tupac joke for you. Here's a Tupac joke. Tupac has a song where he says, "Mama told me never stop until you bust a nut." Which, if you take that out of context, that is some terrifying advice to give to a child. Like, can you imagine just Tupac's mom just being like, "Listen here, little Tupacius. In life, never stop until you ejaculate. No matter what they say. No matter if they try to stop you." That's wild. My mom didn't give me that kind of advice. My mom told me that having erections was a sin. So, but I guess that's why, you know, Tupac's mom was a crackhead, and my mom's son grew up to be a crackhead. So,
Oh my God.
anyone here ever smoke crack?
Read the room.
I've smoked crack. It's a good time. I'm gonna be honest.
Read the room.
What does it feel like?
It feels like God's vagina is swallowing your brain. Does that work? Oh man, this is a wild set. I'm gonna be honest. How much time have I done? Oh, I fulfilled my obligation, so I can make sure that I get paid. Fulfilled my time commitment. We're having fun though. Now I'm having fun. It's just starting to get fun. Any women here use vibrators? Yeah? A lot of the women that I hooked up with in my life had to use a vibrator during sex, which is not like a reflection on me or anything. Just the type of women I date, you know? And I'm fine, I don't judge vibrators, but some of that stuff can be kind of intimidating. I mean, you ever seen some of these vibrators? Some of them look like mining equipment. Looks like something you could drill to China with. And they're using this on the clitoris?
Wow.
I don't want to compete with that. You ever try to go down on a woman who regularly uses a vibrator? You're down there for like 3 hours, your neck starts to hurt. By the end of it, you're not even sure if you're straight anymore. You're like, I think I'll just suck a dick at this point, huh? Seems like a much more straightforward process. At least I'll have physical evidence that the person came. I don't just have to believe that I made them come. Because they like my personality, you know? That's fine. All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. If you guys like me, I'm on Instagram. It's Danny Fallon, haha. And I'm on YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me come out and do my thing. And God bless. Enjoy the rest of the night, all right?